Welcome back to a new video. In this series we focus on minor deities. They are divine figures with more specific domains, often assisting or acting under Olympians. This video is about Nike. Not the modern brand, but the ancient winged goddess of victory. She moves between realms, battlefield and underworld, heaven and earth. Nike isn't just about triumph. She's about struggle, finality, and the thin, breathless line between survival and oblivion. Nike symbolizes victory through struggle. Nike appears not before the battle, but after. She represents the moment of decision, when fate tilts, when the dust clears and only one side stands. A divine favor and moral fate. In Greek thought, success wasn't just effort, it was granted. Nike is that blessing, that sudden gust of fortune at the finish line. And she symbolizes boundary crossing. Though often linked to the Olympians, Nike has roots in older, more primal forces. She soars from Olympus to the underworld, carrying the final verdict. Origins and family. Nike is the daughter of Pallas, the titan of Warcraft, and Styx, the goddess of the underworld river of Odes. This makes Nike part chthonic by blood. She is born of discipline and strife, oath and consequence. Her siblings are Kratos, the god of strength, Bia, the goddess force, and Zealous, the god of rivalry. Together, they represent the forces that enable victory, but Nike is the moment of completion. When Zeus began his war against the Titans, Styx and her children were the first to side with him. Nike stood by Zeus not as a servant, but as the seal of his right to rule. Nike in the underworld. Though she is seen on victory monuments and trophies, Nike also dwells in darker places. In funeral games, Nike presides over contests to honor the dead, turning grief into glory. In Orphic traditions, she is invoked in soul journey rituals, symbolizing the soul's victory over the body. And in epitaphs, Nike appears as a winged figure carrying the soul upward, not unlike Hermes, but with a finality he lacks. Victory, after all, means the end of struggle, and sometimes, that means death. Myths and stories involving Nike. Myth number 1, the First War. During the Titanomachy, the great war between the old gods and the Olympians, Nike chose a side. While many gods waited to see who would win, Nike flew to Zeus's side before the battle even began. With her came Bia, Kratos, and Zealous. It is said that Zeus did not truly become king until Nike landed beside him. Her presence confirmed his victory, not as a hope, but as a destiny. Myth number 2, Achilles in the funeral games. After the death of Patroclus, Achilles holds funeral games in his honor, races, duels, contests of strength and skill. As the heroes compete, Nike watches. She isn't cheering, she's measuring. Not who tries the hardest, but who fate favors. And when the dust settles, Nike appears beside the winner, placing a wreath of leaves, or simply vanishing. Her presence felt like the hush after thunder. Myth number 3, Nike in the mortal soul. In later mystery cults, especially Orphic and Dionysian rites, Nike becomes more than a goddess of battle. She is seen as the spirit that guides the soul past its final struggle, the agon, the test, into freedom. For the initiated, death is not defeat. It is the ultimate victory, the escape from the cycle of rebirth. Nike, in this role, becomes psychopomp, winged and silent, bearing the soul toward Elysium, if it is worthy. Worship and depiction. Nike was both honored and felt. She had altars across Greece, often shared with Athena, goddess of strategy. Her statue once stood atop the Acropolis, wings outstretched, a reminder of divine favor earned, not given. In art, Nike is always in motion. Oh, winged, running, or flying. Oh, holding a wreath, palm, or a stylus recording a name. Oh, sometimes crowning a victor, sometimes silently observing. But there are no temples deep in the earth to her, because Nike doesn't wait. She arrives at the end of every story, and then she is gone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a video about a specific mythological being, please let me know in the comments. And remember, every ending is a kind of victory. Have a great day.